In this video, I'm going to show you how to use your Elgato Stream Deck to control QuickLink Cre8. Now we're going to start from the very beginning, so if you haven't done so already, you'll need to make sure that your hardware is plugged in to the unit that you wish to use to control it. So, as I said, we're going to start from the very top, so we're going to firstly download the application itself. There's a handy link in our Using an Elgato Stream Deck to Control Cre8 article on our knowledge base here. And you'll see that there's a link here, Stream Deck application. Click that one and that will take us to the Elgato website. So from here, you just need to select whichever product you have. Mine is a Stream Deck XL. I'm just going to click download for Windows. You can sign up if you wish. Save the installer. And then once that's done, we'll just show it in the folder. Click install. Work our way through the setup wizard here. We'll agree to that. Click next, install. And then once that's done, the Stream Deck application will open up automatically. Let's tidy up a few of these windows here as well. Okay, so this is the Stream Deck application in its most basic form. What we need to do now is download the Cre8 plugin for the Stream Deck application, which will be found in the store, which is this lovely brightly colored icon near the top. Then we'll just click the plugins tab. The easiest thing to do is probably search for Cre8, then click install, and again. And once that's done, we can close that window down and you'll see that QuickLink Cre8 has been added as a plugin on the right-hand side here. So this is a list of all the actions that we are able to perform using the Stream Deck to control Cre8. We will be adding more, so keep an eye out on these actions as well, and keep an eye out for updates as we put them out there for you. So there's some main fundamental functions here. You can start recording, you can start streaming. So all you need to do, if you're not familiar with this, is drag and drop these into place on any of these slots on the interface here. I should also say at this point as well that if you don't have Cre8 open, it will just say waiting for Cre8 if you are selecting. You see it says waiting for Cre8 there, but because I have the application open, these are going in and is communicating back and forth between the two apps there. You can also perform your replays as well by dragging and dropping these replay actions in if you're utilizing replays within your project. We got some fundamental stuff like adding scene actions here as well. So if I put a few of these in, I can show you a few common uses maybe of the scene action here. So if I want to go to Remote Contributor 1 in preview, I can leave that set up like that. Perhaps I want to be able to preview Remote Contributor 2 as well. And maybe I also want the ability to cut these guys straight into the program as well. So I can select the Remote Contributor 1 in program as well here. And I'll do that for Remote Contributor 2 as well. Let's add a few more actions in here as well before I actually show you this in operation. So we've got audio mixer icon here too. So I could select perhaps my microphone here and I can mute and unmute that. That might be useful for any podcasts you're doing or any radio shows or anything like that. We also have a preview to program button here. So we can use that to pop anything that's in the preview to the program. This can be handy in conjunction with the transition icon here as well, which you can pick any available transitions here. So perhaps you've got a nice stinger loaded into your project. You can select that there like so. You could also add a second one to maybe perform your second stinger if you've got two stingers in your project there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop over to Cre8 and I'm going to show you what's going on the hardware as well. And there you go. Not the best camera shot in the world, but I'm sure it'll give you an idea of exactly what I've done there, what I've loaded into the hardware and how it looks. And I can show you how this looks in operation as well. So you see at the top, I have my two preview icons here, my two preview buttons. And if I wanted to preview Remote Contributor 1, I just press the button and there you go, he's popped into the preview there. Likewise with Remote Contributor 2 there as well. Now, as I said as well, I set up a couple which will pop them straight into the program as well. So if I click the ones underneath, you'll see he's been cut straight into the program there. And likewise with Remote Contributor 2. If I want to start my recording, I can do so just simply at the click of a button there, which is really handy. It's got a nice little animation on there as well to show you that it's recording too. If I want to stop that, I can just press it again, and then the recording has stopped. Likewise with the streaming one, which is just next to it at this point in time. So as I previously mentioned as well, we've got the preview to program button down in the bottom left-hand corner here. And if I select this transition button here, which was my stinger number 1, I can then preview to program, and there we go. It's performed a lovely stinger into the program there. And the second transition button here was my other stinger. So I can press that, and there you go. It's just done my other stinger there as well. So that's really, really helpful and useful for day-to-day operations there too. As I mentioned, I have the ability to mute and unmute audio sources as well. So if I find my microphone, which is just here on the interface, I think you should be able to see that. If I press the mute button, you'll see that it's muted there, and then the signal has stopped. And then if I press it again, there we go. My audio is now live again. So as I said, some really useful actions that you can perform, and there will be more coming. So keep your eyes out for any updates on Cre8. So that was a very quick introduction on how to get started using an Elgato Stream Deck to control QuickLink Cre8. Thank you for watching. You can access other instruction videos on our YouTube channel or by navigating to support.quicklink.tv.